Hello, and welcome. My name is Han Royani,
BJ, what's up?
and this is the Law Project. So, BJ, we have so many things to talk about today.
Yep.
So, this is our first episode back after Hari Raya or Eid.
Yep.
So, Selamat Hari Raya and Eid Mubarak to everyone that is still watching and celebrating. We do have a lot of things to cover today.
A lot, man. A lot of shit happened over Raya.
A lot of shit happened. But we're gonna start with some good news.
We're going to start with some good news.
We're gonna start with some good news because it's only gonna get worse from here.
Let's go.
So, if you guys might have noticed, Malaysia's favorite couple came out with a big news.
Who the fuck is Malaysia's favorite couple?
Alif Aziz and Rohaini. No, I'm just joking. Syed Saddiq and Bella Astillah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
so they have just recently announced that they just got engaged.
Fun fact, I was next door to their engagement party at Bamboo Hills.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because my wife was playing in a all-ladies paddle tournament.
Right.
At Bamboo Hills,
Mm-hmm.
Pop Paddle, Bamboo Hills, and right next door at this
Was a celebration.
restaurant called Loka Rasa in Bamboo Hills, and that's where Syed Saddiq and Bella were hosting their engagement party that morning. Yeah. So like,
I bet that
there was like a wedding. There was Syed Saddiq and Bella's engagement party, and there was the paddle tournament. So like, you couldn't park on Saturday. You couldn't park at all in Bamboo Hills.
Confirm.
It was nuts.
There were a lot of people, a lot of
media.
celebrities, media, political figures even that came. It was a news that a lot of Malaysians celebrated over the last few days or the last week or so, and congratulations to them. I think this is probably one of Syed Saddiq's biggest accomplishment as a politician, actually.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's all set up.
What do you mean?
It's all set up, bro. Like, he's with Bella for the sake of engagement and views.
Okay.
And Bella is with him because it improves her own image from
her previous
marriage. Not just her previous marriage, but her previous shenanigans.
Right.
So like after the whole thing with her and Alif Aziz ended, there were like, other shenanigans going on as well and shit like that. So like,
I think this is a purely, okay lah.
What, you think this is like organic?
No, I mean like,
you think it's
okay,
real?
maybe some part of it was organic. I think this is a political maneuver by Syed Saddiq.
Oh, for sure.
Because
for sure.
I mean, he already has a lot of support from the young people and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know about the MA63? The Sabah's 40% all revenue. And for a long time, I feel like that has been like a major issue for East Malaysians.
Okay.
Macam like they would be like, oh, we don't trust political parties from Semenanjung, from the west side of Malaysia.
So getting with Bella gets him an in?
Yes. So it goes both ways.
No, man.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think it's that. No. I think it's purely a PR move. It's just a PR move. But in terms of politically, the whole Sabah MA63 thing, nah. Like Bella Astillah does not have that kind of influence.
No, she doesn't. But she has like a lot of the support of East Malaysians, Sabahans more particularly. And I feel that a lot of Sabahans, for example, I know this because I'm dating a Sabahan right now. So a lot of Sabahans, they are, not happy about the outcome of MA63 where, they were supposed to get 40% of the oil revenue from Petronas, blah, blah, blah. So I think this is something that Syed Saddiq can do to garner the support of the Sabahans or the East Malaysians. Because as we all know, like Malaysia is split into two parts, and actually a lot of our oil or crude oil actually comes from East Malaysia. So that's why a lot of Sabahans or even Sarawakians, they're not happy about it. So I think this can, be a catalyst for peace, I think, between the East Malaysians and the West Malaysians, because I think for a long time that has been the long-standing issue.
Nah, I don't think so. I think that issue, it has nothing to do with Syed Saddiq, and I think that to appease the East Malaysians, like if the federal government wants to appease the East Malaysians, they'll probably like from 40%, they probably dump it down to 25-20%, and that will keep the East Malaysians happy enough. You know,
at least
like,
something.
It's something rather than nothing.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And I think that's the only way. Like when it comes to money, fuck your celebrity status, bro. Like who gives a shit? Like we want our revenue back.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So I don't think this will move the needle. Like Syed Saddiq getting engaged to Bella will move the needle in any way. I don't think so. From the moment that they started hanging out publicly together, you know, appearing on like brand deals and whatever not. Because they started out like appearing on brand deals.
Yeah. That's how.
It's
that's
not
how
like they like organically met up somewhere and then
On Bumble
went on
or Tinder.
dates and shit. Whatever lah. You know, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel, at a bar. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
But it wasn't any of those things. You know, it was just probably his PR guy and her PR person were like, you know, maybe it's not such a bad idea because you guys look good on camera. You guys appeared on one ad together, look good on camera. So why not
just
pursue, milk it,
yeah.
you know, for as long as you can. Yeah.
But for all the things that we've said,
5 years.
What? You're giving it 5 years?
5 years. Max, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a politician and a problematic celebrity. 5 years.
I wouldn't call her problematic. She has been riddled with problems, but I wouldn't say
she herself has created a lot of those problems.
Okay, fair.
You know, like I'm not going to sit here and talk about another woman that I am not either related to or involved with.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not going to say what I know, but I'm pretty sure what I know is also fairly common knowledge amongst other Malaysians. And I'm not one that follows celebrity gossip or celebrity stories or celebrity media, you know? Like I'm not that guy, especially local celebrity.
Okay.
You know, like celebrities that I care about are the people that play sports. You know? But other than that, like these fucking local Malaysian actors and shit, especially on the level of Bella, like who the fuck cares?
Okay. For me, I also don't really follow local
and I know
celebrities.
That's my point. I don't follow and I know.
I don't know. Yeah. What is it?
I'm not I'm not bringing it up here, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not bringing it up here.
But in all fairness, I do want to say congratulations to the couple. 5 years, you said?
Max, bro. Come on.
No, I think because
I'm surprised they actually took the plunge and actually got engaged. Yeah. I don't even think they got actually engaged.
What do you mean?
Because the proposal happened on top of Mount Kinabalu.
Yeah.
There was no like both parents involved, like let's do a ceremony and shit like that. Like how Adat Melayu actually is.
You're supposed to meet the parents, get their
Adat
blessing.
Melayu, if you bertunang in Adat Melayu, the groom or the prospective groom is not even involved in the ceremony. Like if in actuality the groom is not even supposed to be involved. The groom's parents, mother specifically, is supposed to show up
with the parents.
With the parents and the bride and give the bride the engagement ring. The engagement ring is not supposed to come from the man. You know?
Maybe they did that behind the scenes, and then the whole KK Mount Kinabalu thing was just like a PR move.
But if they did, and in order to prove that their relationship is organic and pure, that's what they should have, you know, that's what they should have let people know. But there doesn't seem to be any evidence of that ever happening before. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. I don't know.
Maybe we haven't seen it, but
maybe we just haven't seen it. Maybe. Like you can do your whole like husnuzan shit. You know, I am firmly based in reality, and I think I know what I see here.
Okay, so
fake news.
Unfortunately, that's the only good news we have today. If we can call it good news,
it's a shame that it was fake, lah.
I wouldn't call it fake. It's real.
Okay.
It's real, and I wish them all the happiness. I hope you last more than 5 years. Prove this guy wrong right here. But we're gonna continue with the.
I say 5 years
show.
max. I'd be surprised if it goes past 2.
Okay, I think it will. I hope it will last because like
Somebody's trying to get a seat for Muda here for the next election, I think. Guys, Muda, I know y'all are suffering. I know you guys have problems, looking for quality candidates. My
Hey,
homie here
no.
would run for you guys.
No.
You know.
But I am planning to get like a Muda candidate.
There you go, fam. Like,
okay, so now we want to talk
Hidup
about
UMNO.
No.
Continue.
Okay, so back to local news before we get into international news.
Yep.
Recently, our former prisoner, Najib Razak,
Oh, he still is a prisoner, no?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. I meant to say former prime minister and current prisoner of Malaysia, Najib Razak. What was his title?
Datuk Sri
Najib Razak. So he was recently ordered to pay 5.25 billion ringgit.
1.3 billion USD.
Yes.
I think it was.
Over all
To
the
SRC International.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Over the whole 1MDB scandal.
Yep.
And you're wondering at this point, like, what's next for him? Because I think over the next election, I think he will try to make a move. He will try to get back into the.
I don't think he can.
Oh yeah, because he's
still in jail. So, I think that if I'm not mistaken, because this happened to Anwar in 2008, where he was released from jail a couple of months, maybe not a couple, but a few months before the election was announced. And when the election was announced, he was already out of jail, but he had like a moratorium period where he couldn't compete in general elections.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can chat GPT or Google it to find the exact term after leaving prison, after being released from prison, that you can go and run for a seat again. But I'm pretty sure it's like at least a year or two or something like that.
Yeah. But I'm not surprised if Datuk Sri Najib Razak will be released sooner than.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
With the amount of money that people have, I'm not surprised if he's gonna be released even sooner.
I think
maybe not in time for the next election, but maybe the next two elections.
No. Like how Anwar did it was that he didn't compete in the general election because he couldn't in 2008. Who was this? His wife did, Aziza, for his seat, Pematang Power. But then once he became eligible to hold a parliamentary seat again, Wan Aziza vacated the seat and they ran a special election and he won that seat. So if Najib really wants Pekan back, be the Pekan MP again, that's, I guess, probably his game plan lah.
Yeah. But you can still see, like, for some reason, even after all the things that have happened, he still has a big support, actually.
Oh yeah. Especially among the rurals.
The rural Malay communities.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited to see what's gonna unfold over the next election. Even though Najib might not be involved, but I think there are a lot of candidates that I think can challenge the Prime Minister. One of them, I think, Zaid Hamidi.
Okay.
Even though right now he is currently the Deputy Prime Minister. But if UMNO is able to secure enough seats, no. If UMNO is supposed to, if UMNO is able to garner enough seats, and I think Zaid Hamidi would be a prime candidate to.
No, I don't think they have enough. BN, I don't think they have enough. Even if they I think in the current Malaysian political climate, BN doesn't really have enough influence to govern on their own. So I think what has to happen is similar to the last time round, where it has to be like a unity government sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So fair. Like it's going to be like a coalition of people that
different parties
compete against each other during the elections. But after the election's over, they have to somehow find a way to work together in order to form the government.
Okay,
And I think that's going to happen again.
Okay, so I have a question. Okay, this is not what we're supposed to talk about today, but what do you think about unity governments? Because like when it comes to the unity government, you have different parties from you have different candidates from different parties
Correct.
who eventually would join and become the coalition. But
Correct.
at the same time, do you think that because of that, the opposition is getting weaker?
Yes, but the government is also getting weaker. That's the problem.
How so? Because I mean, like they have the unity government and all that. How do you think it's weaker?
But just because, I mean, unity government is just a name for it,
Yeah.
But the actual coalition of it is actually weak because like UMNO does not, at least historically, UMNO has never wanted to govern with PKR. That has never been the case. We're talking like real terms here.
Yeah.
And
if they could, they wouldn't want to, right?
Yeah. If they could, they wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
So it's a partnership born out of necessity more than anything. And I don't know, man. Like, to me, it seems... I don't know. It seems like unity governments are a big thing in the UK, right?
Mhm.
They've had unity governments. I think over the last 100 years, they've had quite a few unity governments,
Right.
because of the sheer number of MPs
Mhm.
and parliamentary seats that they have. However, like, it has led to one issue,
Which,
at least on the government side, which is that it's hard for the government to get shit passed into law. It's hard for the government to be effective in terms of governing.
What do you mean?
Like, for example, like in the UK, when has there been a new bill passed into law by Parliament?
Not that I can recall.
Exactly. When have we had a significant bill passed into law by Parliament?
I'm sure there are some.
Not in the last 4 years. There haven't been much in the last 4 years.
At least
there
not any major ones.
There have been Anwar's executive orders, essentially, where
Right.
he's like, bail out Sapura, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
those
yeah.
things have not been through the parliamentary instrument.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I guess it's... Look at Anwar, right? Let's just take Anwar, for example. Anwar, his whole thing before he became PM, over the last 10, 15 years,
Okay.
before he became PM,
Yeah.
what was his big thing? What was his tagline?
Reformasi.
Exactly. What reformasi have you seen since he took power?
I mean, he became the prime minister. I'm sure he changed.
Yeah,
a few
but
things.
what about MACC?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm not going to expand on that more than that. I don't want to get called and then fall out of a window.
Yeah. We wouldn't ever, like, we would never kill ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But speaking of MACC, okay. Recently, there was a Bloomberg report on the alleged delay of the probe of the MACC chief director, and the government has been denying
Commissioner.
this.
He's the head commissioner.
Head commissioner.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the Bloomberg report suggests that there have been some delay on the whole probe on like doing investigation on the
no
chief
shit, there's been a
commissioner.
delay. He's been extended twice past retirement age.
But the government denies this.
Denies what?
There's been a delay on the probe.
But the government was the one who renewed his term for twice. So what are they denying? There's clearly been a delay. So, I mean, they can deny whatever they want, but reality is what people can see,
The news have already reported all this. Like,
and he's still there as the head of the
still there.
MCC.
He's still
so, like, what is there to deny? He's not investigating himself.
How can the people of Malaysia trust whatever is going on with politics? It doesn't matter politics, but everything that is involved with government, when the MACC, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, is, some would say, are guilty of being corrupt. Not, I wouldn't say guilty, but there have been a few obstacles when it comes to we're trying to find justice. We're trying to find what's going on right now. And the head of MACC is going through this scandal, and he's supposed to be the one.
Well, not to him. To him, he's not undergoing any scandal. Like, to him, he's free and clear. He's not doing anything wrong.
Sure,
he thinks so.
Sure,
yeah.
But
who's okay? You look at it this way. Okay, we look at it in real terms. Forget about. Okay, you can't forget about his title, but forget about what he's actually supposed to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He is the head of the Malaysian, and I'm not going to mention his name. Let's just call him AB.
Okay.
Let's just call him AB. I don't want to mention his name.
Okay.
But let's just say everybody knows who AB is. Let's just say, let's just look at it this way. Okay, he is the head of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm.
What does that mean? In real terms, what does that mean?
He's supposed to be the one overseeing.
No. That is supposed.
Yeah.
That is what he should be.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in actual practice.
What's he doing right now?
What is the most important thing that he has in his possession as the MECC head?
The power to investigate our politicians, or whoever is suspected of being corrupt, or any money that's being laundered.
That is officially yes.
Yeah.
He has that. But what is he actually doing?
What?
Or if you were a savvy operator, what would you be doing if you were in his position as the head of the MECC?
Savvy operator?
Yeah.
I would try to do my job, basically.
Nope.
Then?
If you're a savvy
you're supposed to help politicians? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Then?
As a savvy operator if you are the head of the MECC, what is the one thing you have access to that no one can touch you?
Information.
Exactly. Dirty information on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on you what you choose to prosecute based on all the information that you have.
Yeah.
Right? Who's to say he's not using this information in the way that it's supposed to be used? Like, as the head of the MECC, what are you supposed to do with dirty information if you get it? Prosecute, right? Investigate and prosecute, right?
Yes.
What if he's not doing that?
Mm-hmm.
What if he's hoarding the information and using it to his own personal benefit? Using it to stay in power? Using it to have something over the head of the Prime Minister or maybe other politicians?
He's abstaining the politicians, basically. Is that what you're saying?
He is the puppet master. He is the one.
He's the Mossad.
He's the one who actually has the power. He's the Epstein.
He's the Epstein.
Yeah. Think about it that way. Like, is that really far fetched?
That is not far fetched, but we don't really know. We don't know.
What do you mean?
We don't know that
he's been extended twice past retirement age.
Okay.
No one else. If you are the head of the MECC, that is not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. The Prime Minister should nip that in the bud. But why is he still being? Why was he
still
extended twice?
Yeah.
And then being considered for a third extension. Why?
Perhaps he has some information?
I don't think it's perhaps. He is definitely the guy that has the most information. And the guy that cannot be touched despite having all this information. Like, if you or me had the information he had, they send some goons and it's done. You know? They could intimidate us very well into not releasing any real information. But him, he is the head of the MECC. Anything happens to him, you can only look at one guy.
No, but then again, if he does have those information, someone could just order to get him taken out.
Who? What if he has a dead man switch?
Whoever's guilty.
What if he has a dead man switch?
What's a dead man switch again?
Like, if something happens to him, all the information goes public.
Oh, most likely. Yeah,
exactly.
Most likely.
So why would you take that risk? Like I said, it's a different world. Politics at its core, like real politics at its core, is a dirty game, bro. It's as dirty as it gets. And I get it. You know, you want to look on the good side and think that, Malaysian politicians or any politician is doing the work that they should be doing, that they were elected to do. But actual practice is much different.
Yeah.
It's much different.
There's so many things going behind the scenes that the public don't
If I were
really
him,
see.
I would hoard all the information that I could get. Like, send my investigators out. Send them out. Investigate everyone. Everyone. Have dirt on everyone. Pick and choose which one I want to use. Like, okay, you need some arrests. You need some convictions from MECC. Fine. I'll get some
Low level
crony, you know, who's hoarding like a couple of million at home, you know, shit like that. But I'm not going to touch the politicians because I want them to stay afraid. If they are out of politics but afraid of me, what is that used to me? Correct? If they're just sitting in prison but they're still afraid of Azam Baki. Oops, I said it. What good would that do to Azam Baki? Correct? But if Azam Baki knows that all these people are out and you all are out there based on my goodwill because I know everything, that makes him a very powerful figure.
Yeah, he's literally the
most powerful man in Malaysia.
He's like, okay, I'm not saying that he's has all these like sexual scandal or whatever, but he's like the Epstein of Malaysia.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you hold all the information, the master of whispers. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. The little finger of Malaysia.
The little
How about that?
That's scary to think about, actually, because
is.
we don't know, like,
and evidence is that he is.
Yeah, but we don't know who's the politicians that he has all this dirt on.
All of them. Call them out. All of them. Say their names.
Why? Okay. So he's just holding his cards for now? Is that what?
Yeah. Why would he need to use it? He has a cushy job, pays him well. You know, he on top of that, in that job, in that role, he has the most power. No one, like, MECC was Najib's thing, right? It was his thing, like, to show that I'm weeding out corruption, right? A lot of good that did.
Yeah,
but
very ironic. Yeah.
Once Najib left, who was supposed to keep MECC in check?
Yeah, no one.
A fresh guy was never going to do it.
No, because
in reference to Anwar, right? In reference to PMX, he was not in the system. You know, like, he was always on the outskirts. He was the rebel coming back and winning the popular vote, that kind of thing. You know, so he was never the guy that was in the inner workings of the government, knowing what was going on. He was never a tone. He was never Najib. You know,
how long has AB has been the commissioner for MECC?
I think quite a while. I think
more than 10 years.
I don't know if it's more than 10. But I know it's since, if I'm not mistaken, since towards the tail end of the Najib administration.
Towards the end of his...
Yeah. So Najib put him in place, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't him. It wasn't Anwar. But Anwar did extend him twice. Past retirement age.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of dodgy.
I mean, we are not talking about guru besar of a sekolah right here.
No.
We are talking about the head of the MECC.
Yeah.
Which should never be extended. No one should ever have that kind of power. No one should ever have that kind of power.
Kind of scared for us now because
don't be, man. Like, so what? We're not corrupt. I don't have any corrupted financial dealings.
We don't have any scandals, no?
No. So I'm not afraid of anything. I can say his name all I want. Azam Baki. I don't care. The truth is the truth.
Yes.
Like, what I'm saying, Malaysians in droves are probably thinking.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it is like suspicious, you know, to say the least, with everything that's going on with him. It's normal for us to talk about this.
The Bloomberg article.
Yeah.
Why have they not been sued by the Malaysian government? If
they could sue for defamation if it was wrong.
Exactly. If it was all wrong, if it was all made up, if it was all just a hatchet job, why have they not been sued by the MECC or the Malaysian government?
That's fair.
Answer that question, boys and girls.
So how do you think this is gonna pan out?
I don't know. He has a lot of power, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that, and I think PMX is at a juncture where he realizes he has to respect the power that the head of the MECC has. So,
how dirty are these politicians to just let him? Oh, you know what? We don't want to mess with him.
Considering that Najib allegedly
what?
Let's go with allegedly put Altatuya in a suicide vest
Right.
and blew her up,
Right.
how much dirty do you think it can get? You know? Like, we have former politicians, former captains of industry from previous generations, not going to say any names,
Right.
who have become billionaires by being cronies of previous administration.
Yeah.
You know? In Malaysia. I'm talking about in Malaysians.
Yeah.
You know? So
a lot of them actually.
you tell me how dirty it might be. We have former finance ministers who end up becoming billionaires. We have sons, daughters of former prime ministers
who are billionaires.
Yeah.
Not gonna name names, but we
all know who they are.
We all know
who
Yeah.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you tell me how dirty it could get. Reality sucks.
Yeah,
Selamat Hari Raya, guys. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
I don't know. I lose more and more faith in politics. The more
You could, but
no, but we have to talk about this because
as we get older, we might be the ones in those positions.
Yeah, even if like any of our viewers, if you think that you don't care about politics, guess what? Politics care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether we like it or not, politics.
There's a perfect segue to our next topic.
Yes.
Rising fuel prices.
Yes. So indirectly, even though a lot
I would say this is quite directly
it's directly involved.
Yeah.
Yes, directly involved because for Malaysians, for a long time we have had subsidies when it comes to our fuel. So basically, the oil that we have, we export it, and then we import a lot of cheaper crude oils.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the profits that we would get from those oil exports is that we use them for our subsidies, basically. So
Correct.
for a long time, at least for Malaysians, per liter, if you were to fill up your petrol or gas,
historically been under 2 ringgit.
it's been under 2 ringgit
per liter. Yeah.
per liter. Yeah. So like it's a crazy price if you compare it with not just like European countries or the US, but even like Asian countries. Other Asian countries, we are like one of the cheapest ones. And
even Thailand is going through like quite a crisis right now, right?
That's like Thailand,
they're even
Pakistan,
telling their
it's
people
crazy.
not to pump petrol anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
So I don't know if you guys heard of this country called
Alhamdulillah,
Iran.
we don't have that here yet.
Not yet. I don't think we are really feeling it. I don't think most Malaysians are feeling it at the moment because
Not
we
yet.
still have the subsidies.
Yeah.
But we don't really know how long the subsidies are going to last, especially over the war that has been going on, basically. So over the last 3 weeks or close to a month now, I think
it's in the middle of week number 5.
Okay.
Right now we're
Just
like
over
halfway
a month.
through week number 5. Yeah.
Okay. So the war has been going on for 5 months now, and
4.5 weeks.
5.5 weeks. Iran has closed the Straits of Hormuz.
Yep.
Most countries' ships that carry oil aren't allowed to pass the Straits of Hormuz, and the Straits of Hormuz actually controls 20% of the oil
because
shipping lanes.
It basically ships crude oil, oil products from the GCC, the Gulf Coast countries, out towards the rest of the world, especially to the east. Yeah.
So because of that, indirectly or directly, all the other countries in the world are experiencing
higher
gas
energy
price
prices.
hikes.
Yeah.
Yes. So even in Malaysia right now, we still have subsidies, but we don't really know how long it's gonna last because without subsidies, the prices have gone up significantly right now.
Yep.
Yeah, like for a normal Malaysian, if you fill up your petrol, it would cost you 60 ringgit previously to fill up the full tank.
Yep.
Basically. Now it's gonna cost you like 90, 100 ringgit. So that's like more than 30-40% increase of oil prices. And we don't really know how long the war is gonna last because Trump One day he's like saying, "Oh, we already won." The next day, "Oh, we need all the other European countries to help." And then the
another
next day,
day, I'm gonna send in troops.
"I'm gonna send in
Yeah.
troops." And then the following day, "Oh, Iran's already demolished the."
Yeah.
So I mean, sorry, I know he's your guy, but
Nah, like
not anymore.
Trump is going through a massive downfall. Like this is his downfall. Like it's a shame that this is going to be the lasting legacy of his presidency.
Yeah.
Because he was doing some good things. Like the whole ICE thing, like he could have controlled that.
Yeah.
Because it was happening domestically, and it was actually a campaign promise.
He wanted to do that.
To clean out
Yeah.
the illegal immigration, right?
Right.
So that one was something that a lot of people didn't like, but at least the people who voted for him could point to the fact that he said
He's
he was
working
going to
on
do
it.
this.
He's working
He said
on
he
it.
was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
do this. You know, it wasn't something that he said he wasn't going to do. So we can't complain. But this Iran, this is something that he specifically said he wasn't going to do.
Yeah.
And he's done it twice.
He specifically said that.
He's done it twice in his first 18 months of his presidency, which is fucked. And
I think
yes, I've always been, especially over the last 18 months, last 2 years, I've always been a big proponent for Trump.
Right.
And his policies and his outlook, his vision.
Right.
But
But now?
similar to our dear former minister, Rafizi Ramli,
Okay.
he's found out that when it comes to actually being in the government, is a different kind of beast. Like when you're opposition, you can say all the kind of shit you want.
Yeah.
You can point out all the flaws of the government that you want. But when you're the government, you don't have that as a rallying cry anymore.
Yeah.
You can't be like, look at him. He's doing he's pardoning Fauci, for example. You know? Like you can't say that anymore because you're the one in power.
Yes.
So like why can't you do something about it? You know? So I think this was a grave miscalculation on his part.
I don't even think it was a miscalculation. I think he was forced. His hands were forced.
Maybe. But I don't believe that simply because Bibi Netanyahu has tried to force the hand of every US president in his lifetime.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna call him Babi Netanyahu.
And none of them actually acquiesce to those threats.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it was a grave miscalculation. I think he thought that Israel was serious about using nukes or attacking Iran without the help of the United States, regardless. And I think that I don't know. I guess he just miscalculated how serious Israel was, because I firmly do not believe that Israel would have attacked Iran without American backing.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be a different thing if Iran were the ones who launched the first round of attacks towards Israel, and then America got involved. Fine, but they should have just done what they did in World War I and World War II, like stay out of it until it was absolutely imperative that the Americans join in. You know. And he could have done that. He didn't. Big miscalculation in my opinion. And this is going to be the downfall of his legacy, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
I still think that on a net basis, his policies are much better than Democrat policies.
Okay, that's debatable.
I don't think it is, but you know, Democrat policies, especially in today's world, were never going to work. Like communist policies or even socialist policies,
right?
It's not conducive to the world today. But you know, that's just my opinion, and I think it's been quite widely proven everywhere. You can see how India has become a superpower in the last 3 years, simply because they've had a prime minister who is not all the way a strong man, but quite a strongman, conservative strongman, in Narendra Modi.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we have seen a lot of right wing politicians. over
because
the last-
it's not the right, like being left wing is no longer appropriate. I think in the marketplace of ideas being implemented, it has been proven that socialist policies don't work. At least for the growth of a nation.
Right.
If the nation is already prosperous and it's just a matter of divvying up resources, that's a different thing, I think. But right now, resources are scarce for everyone.
I think for the last 10 or 20 years, we were seeing a lot of left-wing progressive movement, progressive politicians. You look at like Obama, you look at Trudeau and all these politicians.
Trudeau, Obama was never left-wing. They see people misunderstand that about Barack Obama. He was never left-wing. He was more of a centrist. Yeah, he was a Democrat, but he was very, very centrist in terms of policy.
But I think because of that, or especially Biden, I think Biden more left-wing.
Yeah.
Because of the whole left-wing politicians that have come up, perhaps the left-wing crowd likes it, but I think the centrists, the right-wings, they, after you push them down more and more, they like research, like they come back in a big way, and that's how you get Trump. That's how you get.
But that's the shame of Trump now, because with what he's doing now, midterms are coming in November in the US, and it looks like he's going to lose badly. Like the Republicans are going to lose.
I think
badly.
he's got the lowest approval rate since ever
right now. And while approval rating is not everything, based on what he's done, it seems like he's going to lose the Senate and the House. And if he does that, it's another round of for the next 2 years until he leaves. It's going to be investigations and impeachments and Senate hearings non-stop. And considering that he cannot get another term, at least not by running, that's going to make him even more of a lame duck president. That's going to make him even more of a
target,
toothless tiger. Like who's going to listen to him, knowing that he's got impeachments up the ass, he's got investigations up the ass. Who's going to listen to him? He can't do anything.
I'm not surprised if he's going to be even tried for like war crimes.
I don't know about that. You need a lot of evidence for something like that. But Bibi, but I don't know about him. War crimes and all, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be investigations and impeachments. Like if they couldn't, even when he did nothing, they investigated and impeached him twice. Now, like, he's actually done some bad shit. As president.
I mean, okay. So back to the topic originally, we were talking about the Straits of Hormuz and the rising prices of oil. So for now, Malaysia is still, I think most Malaysians are still not unbothered, but unaffected, I think, with the oil, because they are not feeling the effects yet.
It's subsidized,
because it's subsidized. But
the MX did lower the monthly subsidy.
It's to 200,
quota, 200 liters
only.
From 300.
But still, it's
that actually affects a lot more people than we think. He says it only affects 10% of Malaysians.
I think it affects way more than that.
What if those 10
workers?
What if no? But 10% might be true. Think about it. 10% is what, 3 million people.
All
right, in Malaysia. What if those 3 million people are all the ones that are living in KL or in the urban areas in KL, Selangor, Klang Valley? That's fucked, bro.
It affects everyone. Whether or not you listen to politics or whether you take, you listen to news and stuff like that. But it affects everyone. And I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I think maybe by May or June, the prices of gas are gonna like explode. Especially if the war goes on.
I agree.
And recently, I think there's only been 2 countries at the Straits of Hormuz who had their oil ships allowed to pass through.
Malaysia is one of them.
Malaysia is actually one of them. And, some people are saying, oh, Malaysia's ships are able to pass through. Why are our oils still expensive and stuff like that? But it's because like the price of the global oil, it's increasing, because of
I
the
think
war.
it's over $120 a barrel now.
And as of right now, according to the rough estimates, how much of the government is subsidizing the petrol?
Almost 50%.
Almost 50%. That's
now
crazy.
it's like 195 for 195 per liter.
199.
199 per liter for raw 95, right?
Yeah.
So I think after the subsidy is like without the subsidy is like 398, something like that. So it's like almost like 50%.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's close. That's like 50% basically. The government cannot sustain that. Cannot.
But I don't know. I still have to, because to get whatever information that they are giving out. I still watch the mainstream news,
right?
The BBC's, Al Jazeera's, CNN, all that. And it seems like Trump is preparing for a way out of the Iran
out of
thing.
the war. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully it works. Hopefully he tries and he actually takes an off ramp if he gets it. Like he's trying to declare that, we've already won and shit, So I hope he pulls out before the troops even get on land.
Yeah.
Because realistically, he sent 1 million troops, you are not taking over Iran. With 1 million
he sent
troops.
like a few thousand.
He said 50k.
50k. That's a
50,000 troops. But like I said, 1 million troops were never going to occupy Iran, and you got 50k, 50,000 people. I guarantee 30,000 will die on the day of invasion.
Yeah,
On the first day of invasion.
Iran's not Iraq.
Iran's not Iraq.
Yeah. And over here I have.
They have a 1 million person standing army. Iran.
Yeah. Whoa.
They have a 1 million person standing army. Yeah. Who have been preparing for an invasion from the West.
Yeah. Since
what,
the whole
15, 20,
Afghanistan,
25 years?
Iraq.
Yeah.
They've been preparing for this.
So they know the mountains better than you do. They know everything about their land better than you do. So like, what are you gonna do? You parachute in. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
If they don't pick you up from the sky.
Yeah. I was reading the timeline of Trump's statements over Iran. So it's funny because like on the first day, February 28th, he said, we are beginning a decisive operation. This will be quick. March the 2nd, he said, we will easily win. March the 3rd, we won the war. March 7th, we defeated Iran. March 9th, we must attack Iran. The war is ending almost completely and very beautifully. March 13, we won the war. March 14, please help us. March 15, if you don't help us, I will certainly remember it. Okay. And then March 16. Actually, we don't need any help at all. I was just testing to see who's listening to me. If NATO doesn't help, they'll suffer something very bad. His exact words. March 17. We neither need nor want NATO's help. I don't need congressional approval to withdraw from NATO. March 18. Our allies must cooperate in reopening the Straits of Hormuz. March 20. NATO are cowards. We may start dwindling this down. But in the end, he's like, March 29, Iran has undergone regime change. They're all dead other than the one who may have a little life left in him. Talking about the new Ayatollah. March 30, we will blow up and obliterate oil and electric plants in Iran and occupy Karg Island. March 31st, we're willing to end the war without reopening Hormuz. He's just like...
He's ready to get out. Like, he's realizing, like... Because Trump's a media guy, right?
Yeah.
So he's realizing that, it's been 2 weeks and it's still at the top of the headlines. It's been 4 weeks and it's still at the top of the headlines. Another week, it's still at the top of the headlines. Like, it's not good. It's not good optics for him.
Yeah.
So I think he's realizing that he has to pull out.
Yeah. He did all this just to get people to stop talking about Epstein. But
I guess maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so I think we have news. We have time for one more news, and I want to talk about something that recently happened in Malaysia. And I think the issue has been around for a long time, but basically it's about drunk driving in
Oh, yeah.
Malaysia. Did you see the news that happened recently about
That was 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, 2 days ago, as of this point of recording. But basically there was I think it was a Grab rider or something like that who was basically murdered. He was killed after a car who went against the flow of traffic
Mm-hmm.
and then hit him. You see the motorcycles like flying across.
He was flying. He flipped
Yeah, he
in the
flipped.
air 5
Yes.
times.
Yes.
Yeah, before landing on the
And
car.
eventually he passed away.
Yeah, he was pronounced dead on scene.
He was pronounced dead on the scene. I mean, rest in peace. He left behind 2 or 3 kids. I think it was 3 kids. Yeah, still young, and the guy was only 30 years old.
Mm.
The driver that hit him was reportedly he was drunk and he was under the influence of drugs.
Yep.
And because of this whole news, people have been up in arms about it. Like some were saying that we need to have stronger laws when it comes to protecting, or at least for the people that not protecting but punishing the people that are doing this, and some have even called for a death penalty. Yeah, so what do you think about that?
Okay, calling for the death penalty in this issue, I think, is not how do you say, it's not like it's not going to address the problem. Similar to how you put death penalty for, you have the death penalty for drug trafficking,
Yeah,
but drugs are still
rampant.
So I don't think that's the solution. But it's hard, like
There's some loopholes that these drunk drivers can go through. Like
okay,
if they get the OKU card, or like mental issues card, or depression card or whatever. But ultimately we need stronger laws, and I think the laws right now, they are
but
protecting these people.
How do you get stronger laws? Like, you can only
Maybe get a lifetime ban.
you can only get these guys once they commit
the crime,
right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, once they commit the crime that they commit involves with someone dying. So how are you gonna solve that? Like, that still involves someone dying before you can get the perpetrator.
Yeah.
So that's a little hard. That doesn't prevent the issue from happening. I think, like, you could be like what? Like, limit car sales? Like,
No.
that doesn't stop it. There's second-hand cars, whatever shit. So it's a tough issue. Like, education, but people who don't want to follow are still not going to follow. People who want to get drunk still get drunk. And still get behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just get a Grab, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like, if you...
But that thing happened at like 11:45 a.m.
Yeah, it's like in the morning, during the day. Like, what were you doing, drinking?
Dude was like blasted out of his mind with drugs and alcohol at 11:45 a.m. Like,
don't you have a job? What the
probably not lah. Think about it. If you're doing that, probably not, right?
Yeah.
So I know, man, it's fucked up. People are stressed. People are feeling the hardship of life, I guess. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but how are you going to control it? How? It's like the gun issue in the States. How are you going to control it?
Which one do you think is more dangerous, alcohol or marijuana?
Interesting question. Not qualified to answer.
What?
I'm not qualified to answer.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I'm not like a pharmacist or botanist. I don't know. I think alcohol can be quite disruptive. Yeah, but marijuana is also not the only drug that is rampant.
Yeah, no, of course.
In Malaysia, there's ketamine, there's ice.
I mean, I'm
cocaine.
saying marijuana because I think it, in terms of the effect that it has on the human.
But it's also not a drug that's preferred by most people.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like marijuana is not something that is widely consumed as a party drug.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Like, but marijuana, from what I hear, is most people who do consume marijuana consume it as a like alternative for cigarettes, that kind of thing. There's not really an alternative for alcohol.
No,
from what I hear, I don't know, but yeah.
But do you think which causes the more damage?
Who knows? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of, like, especially around the time of legalization in a lot of countries. A lot of it was saying that marijuana has less negative effects than alcohol and all that. Maybe true, at least outwardly, that you seem less aggressive and all that.
Okay,
but what's the long-term effect that it has on your brain or your lungs if you smoke it? Nobody really knows this. What's the effect on your mental state? Like, there have been people who ended up in psychosis due to marijuana, and only marijuana.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I guess it's like certain cough syrup. It's not meant for certain people, right? Like, it's more detrimental to you than actually help you fix your cough.
Yeah.
So I guess with drugs and alcohol, which is a drug as well, to be clear, also the same thing. I enjoy the occasional drink from now and then, but can't go overboard.
Or at least take a grab.
At least take a grab.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have one beer, take a grab.
Yeah. Even if
eliminate the possibility of something happening.
Even if you sniff glue, take a grab.
Okay, Nip. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
All right. On that note, that is the time that we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed the show as usual. If you have any questions that you want us to highlight, or if you have any stories that you want to share, do share with us. We'll probably talk about it on our upcoming podcasts. You can just send us a DM at @theLaProject_. So that's our Instagram. And any last words, Jay, before we close this chapter?
I've heard, okay, this is going to be slightly deep, okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've heard a lot of people think that this is the start of the end of the world. Right? This whole Iran thing and all that. I don't think it is. I think that this is the watershed moment. This is the event that will trigger the start of the end of the world. Yeah.
So you still think the end of the world is coming?
The end of the world is always coming, my friend.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when. So
this was the trigger, basically.
I would think so. Like, they have never had the balls to attack Iran. Now they do. So who knows what kind of slippery slope that might fall into.
I'm pretty sure Iran's not gonna be the last country that
so
that's gonna be
what
attacked.
I have to say is simple. If you're with your loved ones, your family, your friends, hug them, tell them you love them. Don't care about, it seems gay for me to tell my homie I love him. Fuck all that. Like, we are all just one nuclear bomb away from everything ending. Like hug your loved ones. Tell your mother you love her. Tell your daughter you love her.
Yeah.
Tell your son you love him.
Yeah.
Tell your wife and your 2 mistresses that you love them.
Yeah.
Don't
Your wife and 2 mistresses.
don't spread love.
Okay.
Spread love.
Yeah. I just like to add on to that.
Yeah.
Like I agree with everything you're saying. There's this phrase called carpe diem, which is like ultimately it means like live every day like it's your last day.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys do the best with what we have because it is a shit show out there.
Remember, the Love Project stands for love and hate.
Yes, love
And
and
the
hate.
only way to beat hate is
Love.
let's go, fam.
All
Let's
right.
go, fam.
All right. That's
On
all.
that note.
That's all the time we have. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's go.